Hey everybody, I wanted to give you a quick overview of the new broadcaster functionality. For those of you familiar with our controller system, we have a number of controllers here. They're not really the topic of this video. The one that we're going to talk about today is the broadcaster. But briefly, we have a motion controller, which I will trip by moving. It sends a signal to the trigger lock, which is a timeout. So this one is set to 20 seconds. It blocks, repeated movements. Then we have the relay, which sends out the signal to any number of other objects. One of those objects it's going to be sending a message to is this broadcaster. And the broadcaster is designed to have the object in question, be it an item or a mobile, be the source of a message or a sound, something like that. And so the old model was that the broadcaster could be configured either as an item or a mobile. And this works fine until that spawner gets respawned, which doesn't happen frequently, but periodically shard administrators want to respawn the whole world for whatever reason. There's many reasons you'll want to respawn the world. It doesn't happen all that often, but it does happen, in which case if the item or the mobile that was the source of your broadcast was on a spawner, the link would be broken and you'd have a lot of manual rework to do. Well, we don't want that. So what we've done is we've added the target spawner, and what this does is when the broadcaster is this broadcaster here is targeting this spawner. When the broadcaster fires, it enumerates the objects, be them items or mobiles, and for each one makes them the source of the broadcast message. Okay, so instead of identifying a specific item or a specific mobile, when you target the spawner, you're really saying whatever that spawner spawns, be the source of the message. Now, most often it'll be a mobile, a single mobile, a guard, a banker, something like that. But the system isn't limited to that. You could have, many mobiles or many items, and they could all be making sounds or talking or whatever, and that's harder to to find a use for. But it's extremely useful when you want mobiles to interact with players and you don't want to have to worry about the specific serial number of a specific mobile. You just want it to work off the spawner. Okay, so let's try this. So my spawner here has a goat and a katana on it to show you that it works for both items and mobiles. And interestingly, it enumerates everything on the spawner, so we'll get both of these things to talk. Whether or not it makes sense or not, it's a demonstration. Okay, so I've configured the message for the broadcaster to say, did you know I can talk? It's an ASCII message. It's public overhead, no sound effects. And we're not targeting a mobile, we're targeting an item, which happens to be the spawner. These are the same serial numbers, you'll notice. It's the spawner. Okay, so let's move and see what happens here. Okay, so both my katana and my goat barked out the message I had specified. And now if I do a total respawn and I get a new katana and a new goat, gotta wait for my 20-second, there we go. There's my 20-second timeout. They both talk, so there's no worry that you're gonna lose the connection between your broadcaster and the source. Okay, that's it. Quick and easy. Hope you find good use for it. Bye.